What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Will, or Iron Legion, or as I'm known on the PlayStation Network, Arc Like Ninja. And today I'm back with another episode of the Inspired Geeks podcast, and we're doing something a little bit different. We're actually going to be doing a new segment I like to call, at least for now, the Geek Gaming Corner, or something cooler. It's in development. You guys know this is a new podcast. I'm trying to think of new segments to talk about all things geek. And as you all know, gaming is a huge part of the nerd geek community. So I figured, give my thoughts on Apex Legends and just kind of share some ideas that I had going forward for the podcast. Now, I'm going to actually just kind of briefly talk about Apex Legends because I think this game is absolutely fantastic. I've been playing it since it launched in, I want to say it launched late March of this year, and I actually kind of got on board with it late. I started playing it mid-April, and I became totally addicted to it after I started playing it. It's a free download. It's on the Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and the PC, and it's actually made by Respawn Entertainment. And some of you guys may know them as the guys who made Titanfall 1 and 2. Those games are fantastic, especially Titanfall 2. I liked that game. That was one of my favorite games of 2016. I loved the campaign, the mechanics, and everything about that game. And of course, the multiplayer was fun. So, when I heard they were making a Battle Royale game, I had to try it out because I'm just big fans of the studio. And I'm actually one of the people who have never really gravitated to the battle royale type games like Fortnite. Wasn't my cup of tea. I was like, you die one time and you're dead. The rest of the game, I didn't really get it. But when I played this game, it just, became super addictive because they actually added a level of strategy to this that I think some of the other battle royale games are lacking. I mean, yes, Fortnite does have strategy. You have to think carefully. You can't just rush into a battle because, once you die, you're dead the entire game. Ooh, sorry to kind of stop mid-sentence. You'll see me go ham on this dude right here, and his other teammate's going to come too. I go total beast mode on him, do my finisher right here. So yeah, I do be carrying my team in this game, which I love. But anyway, back to my thoughts on Apex. Like I was saying, you do need to have some sort of teamwork and strategy going into the game. If you try to play it like Call of Duty, lone wolf kind of thing, you're gonna die quickly. Kind of like how this game is about to die here. Yeah, you won't last long. You're trying to outlast 100 other players or 20 other squads. You gotta talk, you gotta communicate. And I also love that they implemented a class system, so each character in this game has a special ability. My favorite character is actually Bloodhound, which is the character that I'm playing as now in the footage playing. And his special ability is that he can track enemy teammates. You can track their footprints. You can scan the environment and see if they're nearby. You can, like right here, you kind of see that little red triangle thing telling me there's an enemy behind that door. So, I can, set coordinate an ambush with my teammate like you're about to see here. Bam, so my teammate goes down, I kill the dude, go ham, I'm the new kill leader. Ha ha ha. So teamwork like that is what sets it apart. Each character has their role to play on the team.
Thanks for that.
So like I said, Bloodhound, he kind of can track the enemies, track their footsteps, scan their environment. Then you have other characters that can heal the other people, and then there are other characters that have special abilities or special guns that add advantages, like one person's a sniper. So different things like that where you can coordinate with your team and set up ambushes and help you win the game. I also love how you can actually respawn your teammates. Like, I'm not sure about Fortnite or if you can do this in Fortnite, but in Apex Legends, if you die, you actually do have a chance to come back. Your teammate can pick up your banner and go to a respawn point, and they can actually bring you back into the game. So that's really cool, and I think that sets Apex Legends apart from some of the other games. Also, I love the world building in this game too. Like, no other battle royale game has like little bits of lore about the world, about the map that you see. the characters launch into, the dialogue between the characters. I think that's really cool, and it's reminiscent of Blizzard's Overwatch too, with the characters. Like Overwatch has characters that have special abilities. You know, they can heal, they can freeze people. But there's also a little bit of world building in the character dialogue or in the maps too, and that's present here in Apex Legends, which I think is really cool and just a fantastic job, which makes it even more fun to play. To kind of, you know, find those little bits of world building, character dialogue, and all that good stuff. What else here? What else can I say about this game other than it's just really fun? The gameplay is really, you know, easy to understand. If you ever played any first-person shooter or Call of Duty, that should come easy to you. The controls are straightforward. You point, shoot, pick up, loot. You gotta find your guns when you land. You don't respawn with a gun or health. You have to find it, as you can see here. But yeah, it's pretty straightforward. It feels smooth. The controls are not clunky at all. So it's just a fantastic game. And I can't wait until they, you know, update the game with Season 2, more content, more characters. They announced at E3 that they will be continuing to support this game, and I will definitely be playing as long as they continue to support it. You know, I'm trying to really get my skills up and, you know, maybe get into the competitive scene. So that's all I had for Apex Legends. Just a really fun, fantastic game. If you have never played it, I highly recommend that you do so, because it's a free download on PlayStation Network, Xbox Live, and on PC. There are microtransactions, but you know, I think it's worth it. You could play the entire game for free. Come on. So that's really cool. If I had to rate it, I would definitely give it a 9 out of 10. I have really nothing negative to say about the game, other than I hope they add a new map, because this map does get a little boring. It's huge, it has a lot of cool things in it, but after you play a couple games and you run across it a couple of times, you know, you want to, you know, change the scenery. But yeah, Apex Legends, amazing game. Play it. 9 out of 10 for me. Now on to a little bit about the podcast and what I'm trying to do going forward. So, like I mentioned before, I really want this podcast to be a community thing. I really want it to be something where newbie podcasters like me, newbie cosplayers, people who are fresh into the comic book industry, you know, artists writing their own independent comic books, filmmakers who are doing, you know, Marvel short fan fiction films or pop culture related films. I want them to kind of come onto the show so they can kind of have a platform to share their talents, or, you know, share some of their projects that are going on to a larger audience, so we can all just support each other and grow and have fun. And like I said, I really want this to be interactive too. Like, I really want to do live screens. I want to interact with the audience, the people who are supporting the podcast. I know there are a lot of different options out there. There are a lot of other podcasters that are covering the same content that I am covering, so I really want to try to find ways to separate myself from the other podcasts out there. So any suggestions are welcome. You can reach out to me. You can reach out to the co-host that'll be on the show. We all just want to support each other in the nerd geek community. If you haven't already, you know, shoot me an email, like us on Facebook, like us on Instagram. You know, you can always you can find us anytime. I'm always up. You know, I may take a little while to respond, but I will respond, because like I said, I love the community, geek community, how we all support each other. And I want to kind of give people who are just starting out, you know, and people who are into lesser known fandoms and things, and anime and comic books that people don't know about. I want to kind of throw a light on that too. So I think this could be really fun. We'll have more gaming sessions. You know, I can do some live streams on Twitch. I can create a different channel for that. If you're, you know, a video game developer and you want to be on the show and talk about your new video game project, would love to have you on that too. Maybe I'll start doing some live streaming on live with PlayStation. Invite you guys. We can play together. Talk about some of the newest games that are out. Mortal Kombat 11. And any other big games that are announced 3 or any multiplayer games I can play with you guys, I'm down for that too. So yeah, just keep a lookout for, you know, more content from the podcast, more segments featuring, you know, cosplayers, comic book artists. I'm coming up with names for them, and I'm gonna have scheduled days for when I'll do certain things. So maybe Mondays might be gaming, Tuesdays might be cosplayers, or Fridays may be comic book movie reviews, so something like that. So you know, stick with me. I don't want to ramble too much here, but thank you guys so much for the support so far. This has been a total passion project for me, and I just really thank you guys so much for the support, and just stay tuned for more fun stuff. I'll see you in the next episode.